Good evening, UT denizens. Welcome back to another edition of the Fall Elim League, brought to you by UTPugs. We will have Bior, Nite team, against Macro Legionz team shortly. We currently have 7 out of 8 in the hub. Let me turn down the game sound for a quick second for everybody and get this to a more manageable level for everybody's ears. Give me a shout if you are having any problems hearing either the game or myself. Obviously, you know this, and we actually have readies getting asked. We should be into the game momentarily. Give me a quick second. Let me get the link out to Discord for all of you who will join from there. But I just need to get that quickly for everybody. And we are still just waiting just a little bit. This should be a very good matchup. Dem and Seth, very comparable players. I think Macro kind of has the advantage with the combination of Beta, Legionz, and Fallacy. A little bit stronger than Levok and Sir. I mean, it kind of is all up to how Nite plays for Bior. If he plays well, I could see them quite easily taking this. But we are going to be, and we are live into the game. We will go on board with Levok for round 1 with Bior. Let me get on first player. It hits a quick snipe onto Beta. That's good. Getting damage down onto him early. He likes to kind of play back, so he continues. Lands another few nice snipes. Maybe he didn't snipe Beta, and I thought he had, and he'd snipe someone else instead. Although Beta does have 2 snipes into him. He's pretty hurt. Now has 3. Almost at Levok. Hitting hard round 1. He is. But he goes down. Fallacy versus Sir in the 1-on-1. We will go on board with Sir. Taking a look now. He's going to move down into basement. Move it around. I feel like if you go down here, you want to crouch at least and try and lose the sound cues. But going to end up running straight into Fallacy. That was a bit aggressive. I feel like he could have played that a little bit better. But he lands it back-to-back snipes, takes down Fallacy, wins it for his team round 1, going in favor of Bior, thanks to Sir. You know, we're going to go on board with Fallacy right now. Give both teams a little bit love just at the start here before we settle on the high performers for the map so far. But Lava and Fallacy both doing well. Sir clearly hitting hard. Fallacy this round, though, a little aimless. Holding that pillars. That is a very strong spot on the map. Very easy to defend. And you can move here, shoot down towards connector, towards shock. Gets Levok at pillars. Sir now in the 3v1. He has 8 HP. He is not long for the world. In fact, he dies almost immediately. Levok complaining about the combo radius fantasy. I guess you better get on this before more people are up in arms about it. But we will take a look at Sir. He has been doing quite well for his team so far. Bior on the board partially because of him. And he's gonna... Turns out so far right now, everyone I go to seems to be having slightly boring rounds, all things considered. So we're gonna swap over to Levok, see if he's good. Again, he's just gonna move over towards boxes, pushing towards 2 people, goes to U-Haul. Kind of a quiet bit of work so far. Snipes Legionz. He seems he's hitting hard right now. Definitely putting out damage for his team, hoping to take Bior to the promised land in this match. Now he's just looking for Seth, but Seth takes him down, leaves Dem in the 2v1. Fallacy is snipeable. He could take him down. Seth is going to be the harder one. He's going to jump in with gets a snipe, needs to hit another one, but he's getting linked down from 2 players. He's got effectively 16 HP. No, 15. Forgive me. Math is not my strongest suit. Goes down to Seth, takes him down, puts Macro up. up 2-1. Currently, Seth leading with 4.1 PPR. We're going to go to him. The man is leading his team, 4.1 PPR, nearly 800 damage. Fallacy, 4.1. Levac, 4.1. And Sir, 4 point as well. Like, both teams very evenly matched so far. Seth trying to put out damage, peeking Levac, and usually not the person you want to trade peak battles with, but in this case, Levac goes down, takes an aggressive dodge there. Seth runs straight into Serb. And Bior is already down 4-2 in this round, 4-1. Dem, once again, left alone. This is not the person you want to be last alive, but his playstyle, which it tends to be very kind of shock hit scan heavy. You know, that's exactly kind of who tends to... Seth getting stuck on the ramp. It's not the most difficult of jumps to get him. Let's go on board with Nite, captain of Bior, aka Night Terror, aka Nite, and you know he needs to get himself going a little bit here. He's only 1.2 PPR, not doing too terribly hot yet. Helps his teammate take care of Fallacy in U-Haul. That's a big kill, and he's gonna seize Legionz going into the basement. Does not chase. That probably is a smart decision. One way to take a lot of damage very quickly. Helps his teammate, link down Seth, lands a nice snipe, almost hits the mid-air rocket, unable to connect though, and now in a hit scan trade battle with Legionz, Legionz is actually in the 2v1. And he is snipeable. And Levac is, and Nite is as well. He could end this with 2 shots, but he's got to hit him. He does not. Levac instead takes him down with the snipe to put this at a 3-2 in favor of Macro so far. Back in 4th game. So this is going to be a difficult one. We should be in for a tight match here. Although a lot of times I do find that Pending tends to slap to Levac right as he link. Whoa! Someone just got obliterated right in front of Levac's face. Hard to see who that was, but they died, that's for sure. And now Beta stuck in the 3v1 all alone. Goes down very quickly. You know, kind of hard to get anything going, you know, in these multi-man situations. But I was going to say Pending does tend to lend itself to close games at the start, and then one team tends to kind of jump away in the second half of the map. That's just the general feeling I get about this map. It's usually rare in matches that we see a Pending game go 10-9, 10-8, that sort of scoreline. It usually seems like it's 10-6, you know, 10-5, that realm, after trading rounds early on. Levac getting the point-blank sniper down. Beta goes down. Seth soon to follow. Didn't even get the opportunity to say he was in a 1v2. He died that quickly. Unfortunate for him, really. Let's go on board with the captain of Macro, Mr. Legionz himself. And we will see, you know, this man's gameplay has often been criticized. You cannot deny that he doesn't, you know, he's not very effective. You can't deny that he is effective. It engages on Levac in a bit of probably an uncharacteristic move, but, you know, smart, takes him down, kills him, and is, you know, now looking towards getting some extra damage out. He's one snipe away from dying, but any damage he gets at this point is definitely gravy. And they're able to take down Nite, leaving Sir in the 2v1. Fallacy, very stacked. Fallacy does not miss. The man is an IG legend for a reason. Takes him down. We are not talking about practice. This is indeed a match. So, you know, we ain't talking about practice here. That's for sure. We talking about the game. Anyways, we'll go to Fallacy. This man is currently tied with Beta for the lead on Macro in this 4-4 scoreline. Sir 3.8, Levac 3.3, Ken Masters, aka Fallacy, 3.3, Beta 3.2. Legionz not too far behind, 2.8 and 2.7. The only player who's really struggling so far is Dem at 1.3. Everyone else seems to have settled down and is in this game and are contributing. It's a 4-4 game. Everyone's having a pretty solid impact. Dem is soaking up damage, goes down though. They give that health pack to Fallacy. Levac follows very quickly, 5-4 in favor of Macro, and we are moving into the second half of the match here. Can Bior get back to the even scoreline? That's what everyone is wondering right now. Currently they're Levac kind of being patient, looking for people to shoot, gets Beta with 90 damage, keeps those primaries going, runs into the whole team practically, and now backs off, holding in U-Haul. This is very... You either seem to defend your U-Haul position well, or you die in a blaze of combos and rockets. And he defends and pushes out, and then just dies to the snipe. That is 6-4 in favor of Macro. Beta currently leading the way at 3.4 PPR, although I would expect Camping Simulator. This man is going to Yellowstone National Park very soon, and he's got his license and he's ready to go, but he's moving around the map now this round. The moment we spectate him, he plays anti what he normally does. It goes down to Levac for his troubles, leaves Fallacy and Legionz in the 2v1, or 2v3. Now it is Sir in the 2v1, lands a snipe on the Legionz, needed to land another one, unable to do so. Fallacy takes him down. Seth saying, okay, Dem, okay. These two going battle of the last picks. Let's see what they have so much anger about. Dem is holding down mouse 1. There is no way this man does not have a rock sitting on his mouse 1 button when he has shock out. He is rapid firing that. He's going to go through his entire ammo storage in the minimum amount of time possible. He is now cornered in U-Haul, fighting with rockets, using shock primary. That is not where you want to go. Finally brings out a flak, but his teammate gets the kill. And Bior able to get back to a 7-5 scoreline. You know, we're going to go on board with Levac. He's the man who's going to have to bring this back for his team. It's going to be a tall order for him. This is looking like it's tending to go more in favor of Macro so far, but we all know that Levac can definitely turn it on and take, you know, take control. So, well, you know, he's got to feel it. He's got to be there for his team and step up, be that $900 carry that he is. And he's runs right into Beta, waiting at U-Haul. That was quite unfortunate. No idea what hit him. He died the moment he turned the corner. Back and to the left goes Levac's head, and Dem is also following shortly after. And it is now 8-5 in favor of Macro. We're going to go up with Legionz, currently leading his team 3.2 PPR and also leading in damage. He is not just being a kill merchant. But kind of a passive round from him, but lands a snipe. I do know that he, you know, the criticism of Legionz is that he does play somewhat passively, but you know, for his team, he's doing the job he needs to, getting the damage, getting the kills. However, now Seth stuck alone. Is healthy, but so is Levac and Sir. This is going to be a tall task. Hits a snipe, needed to get that one. Needs to try and find Nite and get him out of the match. Is unable to do so. Sir just runs right into him. Does not give one care about his life and takes him down. We will go on board with Sir. What can he do? He usually is a, you know, he at least has a very exciting playstyle with his mouse acceleration. He will whip around for combos. I mean, you can tell right now, this man, he is swiping as, you know, well, he swipes quickly, but not very far, or he barely swipes and goes no distance at all. And, you know, it's kind of a bad version of Tinder, I guess. But anyways, we are now on map point for Team Macro. We'll go on board with their leader, Legionz, see if he can't clear it up. Big flak onto, I believe that is Sir. Seth and Sir have very similar names, kind of hard to see, but Sir is definitely the one on the other team that he's shooting. Bior able to win the round and take it to a 9-7 scoreline. They can't afford to lose one. They have to win out at this point. We'll go Fallacy. He's kind of dropped off. He was leading in damage early on, but you know, he's definitely kind of fallen off so far in this map. Don't know if he's just, maybe he's not feeling it. Maybe he's just been unfortunate. Somebody always has to eat the shit. That's what we learned from last season. Somebody's always going to eat the shit, and maybe it's just his turn to eat the shit on this map. But he certainly makes Nite eat the shit this time, but he just goes right down. Now Sir and Lavak in the 3v2 for their map life, and Sir is currently found. He is low. He's actually now 3v1. Lavak went down. He's got to try and get kills. He's unable to do so. Macro wins map 1 pending by a scoreline of 10-7. Legionz leading the way with 4k damage and 3.2 PPR. Beta not too far behind 2.8 with 3,500. Sir 38 for his team, and then Lavak following. That's not usually, those two need to be reversed, and Lavak should be pumping up over 4k. If Legionz can do it, Lavak certainly can, but unable to perform for his team in this map. Maybe he just doesn't know it as well as other players. Not sure. But you know what? It is what it is. We'll go on to the next map, and hopefully Bior is able to bring it back and get us to a deciding rubber match. My rating definitely could have been a lot worse. It would have been very nice, but we cannot be so lucky. Dion, you definitely got we all got the championship rating buff, and we all went up from where we should have been, except for PB somehow. That man's still slumming it. He definitely should have gone up more. Anyways, we are already into map 2, Signify, and we're going to go on board with Mr. Legionz himself. He was leading his team last map. We'll see if he can lead his team this map, and he's going to go to one of the 2 spots that Legionz usually will sit at on this map, and that is bio or statues. I mean, I do feel like most people's their defaults are bio or statues. They're very strong positions on the map, and that's just kind of where you want to gravitate. I think Fantasy has said, I wish I could walk across maze without getting shot, and he is absolutely correct. If he walks across maze, every single eyeball on the map is going to be looking at him, and that's just kind of how it goes. Legionz, nice little snap headshot on a Nite there. Gets the kill. Headshot, sir. This man toggled on. Oh, they are asking for a pause. Thankfully, somebody is in the hub to pause, so I don't bring that up on stream. Looks like Sir might have something going on. He's leaving or he's coming back, but anyways, we will find out. I hope everybody is having a great Friday evening, or is ready for the weekend, ready to relax, watching some Unreal Tournament 4 gameplay in this Follow Them League. The Germans are quite weird, but you know why? They're taking great strides. You know, they're going to be themselves. You've got actual Germans, you've got mountain Germans, and you have swamp Germans. I'll let you figure out which ones are which. Should be pretty obvious. Oh, I guess we have the quick unpause. We need Sir's ghost or whatnot to leave properly. Oh. Unfortunately, we are stuck waiting. There needs to be... Oh, they are saying they need to draw this round. So we are going to see if they can properly do it, unlike our team. And I'm still going to complain. I was pistoning myself down to low health for the commie, and then somebody just flakballed me from the other team. That was quite a unfortunate event. We're very unhappy about that. But this team looks to be doing it properly. Levac just needs to get himself down to 5, 10 HP, while the others, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. Sir had bad frame drops and needed the pause. Levac is not being responsive right now. There he goes. He's starting to take some damage. Levac going AFK, very unprofessional, but, this is just... That's, I guess, just how it goes. We're now going to be stuck waiting. You cannot hit him at all. Oh, well, Legionz, I guess that, was the way to do it. Able to force the draw here so we can get back to a nice and normal, hopefully round 2. These guys are, in fact, trolling. I do agree with you. This is unpleasant. And it looks like we are actually going to finally get into a round 2 here. And we'll go on board with Sir, see if he's still suffering those frame drops that he was having. And it does not look like it, as he just annihilates Legion with a nice combo. Beta with some crafty movement, dodging away. Sir watching his back. Gets up to a good position, sees Fallacy right across from him. He has Sniper, Fallacy has Shock. Sir, great wiggles to avoid damage in line of sight there, and hits Fallacy with 2 quick snipes. It's about to be a 3v. It's very close. They die almost the same time, and Bior's able to take round 2, tied up at 1 apiece. We will go on board with Dem early game before everything's kind of settled down and we find our top performers. Let's give the lower salaried players the limelight for a bit. Unless they happen to be playing really well. If they're lighting it up, we will, of course, go to the people who are having big rounds. More consistently, anyways. Anyways, Dem goes down. Levac and Sir now in the... Cannot find where people are on the numpad. Levac in the 4v1. He's getting linked down. Fallacy is taking no chances at any sort of dark horse shenanigans. And he just takes Levac straight out of the game. We're going to go to him right now to see how he's faring. He's currently at 4.9 PPR. He is definitely leading his team. But he dies in a fairly not blaze of glory, and leaves Beta and Seth in the 2v1. Beta getting Sir, but is unable to hit either of the flaks, and now Levac is just going to run in, link guns blazing, takes him down, forces Seth into the 3v1, and Sir and Dem are low, but Levac is going to be the first one in, and he's going to take a lot of health. He goes and gets the headshot kill, takes Seth out of the round, 2-2, all squared. And we're going to go on board with Seth. He is the sub with a clever clan tag. I believe it's been called out in the chat already, but it is indeed clever. And he's just going to be moving around Shock. He's seemingly just circling behind his teammates, watches his teammate die, not exactly what you want. And now him and his teammate are in a weak-end position. However, it does not matter. Nite Terror is left alone in a 3v1, misses the snipe he kind of had to have. It hits the big combo onto Fallacy, takes him down. It is now 2v1. He needed that snipe there and unable to get it and unable to land the rockets. Beta looking up, but looks down quickly enough to take him down. We'll go on board with everyone's favorite I believe he's Gen Alpha, everyone's favorite Gen Alpha. And let's take a look at what the what he's putting out for his team right now, which is a 3.7 PPR. Very respectable scoreline. Trying to trade with Levac, usually not the sharpest idea, but when you have the reflexes of a 10-year-old, you can do anything. Levac goes down. He's complaining about the sound. Fantasy, fix your game, sir. Otherwise, we're going to have to put the God Emperor of UT on your case. And Beta, hearing Legionz below him, oh, Sir is fighting him. You need to drop down there, Beta. That would have been your time to get an easy kill. But instead, you know, this is still a 3v2. And now Beta drops down way too late. He should have dropped down much earlier. Legionz is now scrambling for his life, trying to get kills. Does get Sir, but he is going to get linked down. Smart play, securing the round win for Bior, making it a 3-3 scoreline. We will go on board with Legionz, leading the entire server at a 3.7 PPR right now. He is feeling it. This is a map Legionz is very, very good on. It's to be expected. The kid, you know, good long sight lines, able to move around the map, play at the fringes, all things Legionz likes to do. Same thing with his teammate Beta, who just headshots somebody on stream the moment we swap to him. He is not afraid of the spotlight at all. The lights are not too bright for Beta movement. Levac complaining. The in-game chat is almost as entertaining as the stream. In fact, it might even be more so, but that is up for the valued viewers. That is you to decide. Beta, good kill onto Dem. Now in the 1v1 with Sir. Both are low. Both will die to a snipe or a beam. You know that somebody is going to just get nailed with one. Beta, that angle, he's already gone. Sir, looking towards the bridge, knows he's there, takes the shot, gets the kill. Levac complaining and saying that 1 in 5. That was cheeky. Let's see what Sir's going to do. Him and one of his teammates were just sitting as statues. Sir doing his best Tierce impression for the stream, and now he's going to move in, picking at the fringes. But he is going to move across the map. This is something that we would not see. The reason we have a 30-second delay is so that the Tierces of the world have to play the map a little bit, at least. But Sir goes down, and, you know, 4-4. Sir leading his team 3.1 PPR, Levac 2.3, Beta 3.7, Legionz 3.5. We're going to go back to Beta. He is currently carrying, and he needs to get the camera, and we need to see how he's putting out the damage. But this, so far, is not it, as he takes him, but he does return the damage onto Sir. Good trade, but he is low. Any damage at this point is definitely a bonus. That's the case, and this is the situation you want. Nite and Dem in the 2v2 against Fallacy, Legionz, and Seth. And now it is just Dem, and they know where he is. They're going to chase him down. Legionz just shooting the shock primary, just putting out the damage. Dem, however, is able to take him down and put himself into a more manageable 2v1, but Fallacy says, none of that, kid. You're going down. You're going to get a teabag for your trouble, as both of them are saying, here's a teabag from both of us. The British Empire has returned. Their tea is everywhere. Dem landing a direct rocket onto Fallacy. That looked like spam. You cannot convince me otherwise, but now he's landing some good hit scan shots. Seth runs into the core. That could have been a big combo. Dem is just, he is the jailer of the shock lift right now, and he puts all of a macro into rocket prison. I think at 2.7 PPR, he's earned himself another round. He is for sure. My guy. The man just hit a cross-map stombo. That feels bad for whoever just got obliterated up at bio. You never want to get hit by those. It does feel bad. But after the stombo, Dem's going to move aggressively across the map. Oh, gets 67 damage onto Seth there, but he's now in a 3v1. It is looking that 67 damage with huge combo into Fallacy. He needs to get another, unable to. Fallacy with the boot jump over the bridge, gets the kill, puts his team up 6-5. We're going to go on board with Fallacy, currently leading the server at 3.6 PPR and nearly 3k of damage, 2,800 to be, well, 2,700 to be precise. Him and Legionz are pretty much tied at the way. Dem leading Bior at 3. That's, you know, if Dem can keep that up, that's a good thing for Bior, but the rest of his team needs to get in line and produce a little bit more. Levac currently only at 2.1. I don't know what he's doing right now, but it is not productive, that's for sure. Sir is productive and takes the round for his team. That's all you can ask for. Back in the UT99 days, we used to call those Stombo players lost stud, because you can sit there and play with one hand while you eat your sandwich in the other. You want to just keep watching Dem? The chat is spoken. Dem is the man they want to watch. He'll land some incidental flak ball damage. I mean, he's currently tied for the lead of his team. Just Legionz gets flacked in the face. He is riddled with flak holes. That's for sure. Dem getting behind Fallacy, missing every shot, but it does not matter. Fallacy still goes down, and Bior is able to take the game lead at 7-6, while Levac is 4-11, and a low damage on the totem pole, low PPR on the totem pole too. Although that's to be expected. He's not being a kill merchant. He is being a death merchant, however, and that is not where we want to be as the $900 player for his team. But Dem is exactly what you want out of your low-salaried players, and he is getting the PPR and the damage in, but misses everything on Fallacy and goes down. And right now, Levac and his current form is in a 2v1 against a stacked Fallacy and a beta movement that can survive a sniper. It is looking unlikely for him, and Beta does indeed take him down, leveling this map at 7 apiece. It is now a best of 5. First to 10 does take this map, and if it is macro, they take the match. If it is, in fact, Bior that ends up winning, they're going to bring it to a deciding map 3. Dem going down early, though. Since we've started watching him, he seems to have tailed off a little bit, but that's kind of to be expected. The truth of a lot of low-salary players is that they tend to go in spurts. They will have a couple of big rounds, and then they'll have a couple of stinkers. And that's just kind of the way it goes. I mean, that's really the difference between the good and bad players at this point in Unreal Tournament's lifespan, for the most part. Ability is not the question. It is the map knowledge and the map presence. And yes, it is true that good players can have bad nights, but usually you are ranked at $900 because you have far fewer of them. And let's be honest, if Levac was playing at his peak right now, I think Bior would have already won this map the way that it is going so far. However, Macro has brought this to, well, before we can even really say a 4v2, they've brought it to a 8-8 scoreline. Sir leading the way for Bior at 2.8 PPR. Fallacy leading the way for Macro at a 3.6. We are now in a best of 3 for the map win. Fallacy getting out some damage, but he is low, getting chased down, unable to hit the close-range snipe onto Dem, and Nite just follows him down and takes him down. Beta and Legionz now in the 4v2. Beta sees Levac, unable to connect. Beta, don't do it to him like that, man. Gets an amazing snipe and flak ball. Almost like he planned that, and now it's Legionz versus Dem in the 1v1. Legionz has an idea where he is, but he is going to move aggressively. Hits Dem with the sniper, needs one more, is unable to connect. Dem was looking the wrong way. Again, Legionz misses the shot he needed to hit, and now Legionz brings out the mini, dodges the flak, takes the round. Macro one round away from a map win and a match win. And the Legionz is going to push. We're going to stick with the man who clutched it up, gets some rocket damage, goes down to rockets, runs right into Sir. Sir gets the rockets out himself. Legionz holding down mouse 1. Sir, huge combo onto Legionz, keeping his team alive. We're going to go to Sir himself. Nice snipe onto Beta. Exactly what you want. This is the moment that the big salaried players need to put their money where their mouse is and take care of business. Sir definitely doing that this round. Seth, last alive, stuck at rockets, goes down before we can get the swap to him. And this is it, folks. This is a 9-9 deciding round for map 2. Can Bior keep their match life alive, or will Macro close out the match and put it down to you know, we'll give Dem. He's gonna be the reason. Gets a nice grenade onto somebody for 100 damage. Beta trapped in back call. Good hold off on that combo. Didn't take the unneeded damage. Sees Fallacy up at the bridge. They now know that Fallacy's there. He don't know if they know he dropped down, but they take out Seth. Fallacy now fighting to make Bior not have anything to play for in map 3 other than pride, and he is running for his life. He almost steps in Levox goo and goes down. 2 Nites rockets. Were they teabagging him? Could not tell. But to those two, Nite and Fallacy, they go way back. So, you know, that's just kind of how it be between the two of them. And we are going to a map 3 decider. I do not know offhand what week this is, so I'm not sure where it will be, but Dem, Nite, and Levox all around 2.5, and I do agree, Levox was not playing badly by any means, but you expect him to be, you know, at least up where like the Fallacy and Legionz are. You expect him to be hitting that 3+, and that's really where you need it. You need them. So this is the quest matchup. So this should be the week 3 match 2 match, and that is where we are at for right now. This will be a decider. Team that wins quest wins the match. Seth and Dem having some favorable chats between the two of them. And Beta is a beast. I mean, there's no better performance-enhancing drug than being 10 years old. That is for sure. Ten-year-olds run the gaming world. 100%. Yes, having dropped testicles is why we all suck at video games. That is 100% true. Dion is correct. And that includes you, Zoomer. Sir, having frame problems in the year of our Lord, 2024. I mean, that's what everyone gets for trying to run at like 470,000 frames per second. My mistake. I screwed it up. And we have readies. I will apologize. It is my mistake. It should be 1-1, and I've made that correction. And you know what? Just because of last map, we're going to go on board with them round 1. Unlikely that he knows Quest as well as Signify, though, and he does look kind of lost. He looks like he wants to make the wall run, but doesn't know how. He does, in fact, not know how. Runs directly into Beta. But Beta not able to capitalize on Dem's back being turned. However, he is trapped at top blue and goes down. We're going to go on board with a UT4 pub elim legend who should know this very, very well. And that will be Sir. And he is getting the damage out, and Beta and Legionz are very low. Legionz now stuck in the 3v1, and Sir is very healthy. I cannot see Legionz getting out of this unless he's somehow able... If he'd landed that midair flak and had gotten Sir that, out of it, he had a chance. But he is not able to. Sir takes round 1 for Bior, and Sir is going to, go take the shock bridge, land some damage on the fallacy, immediately jump down low, look for a follow-up shot. He will probably have the best Quest gameplay out of everyone in this hub. Maybe Legionz will be another one. But this is a map Sir has probably played hundreds of times. And just for all the peanut gallery, a little while ago I didn't even have a match score for you. I'd have to tell you every time you asked. So look on the bright side. We're making improvements at a slow but steady pace. Levac landing a rocket on a completely unsuspecting Seth. That is... I don't think he knew that he could get hit from that angle. Granted, I feel like that is a lot of people's problems with this map, is that they can get hit from a lot of angles that they wouldn't normally expect. This map does make great use of UT4 movement, and you can get to a lot of creative places and do a lot of very creative things. Seth now in the 3v1, he's got 1 HP. 1 HP and a dream that soon turns into a nightmare as he dies unceremoniously. 2-1 in favor of Bior currently. Sir leading the way at 5 PPR. Okay, we're going to stick with him. This is a big deciding map, and he is putting in a big deciding performance right now. Levac also doing well. 914 damage, 3.7 PPR. Legionz leading the way for Macro at 4.6 PPR himself. It's going to come down to a battle between... Legionz is going to have to keep it up. Fallacy is going to have to do a little bit better, but Sir, if he keeps playing like this, I don't see how Bior is going to end up losing this map. He just needs to keep pumping out the damage as much as he can. He gets onto Seth, but is unable to connect with anything, goes down unceremoniously. He had a chance to win the round there for his team, pretty much, I feel like, and he was unable to take it and has left Levac and Dem in a rough spot. However, Seth is very low on HP and will go down to a stiff breeze, and they're looking for him, but Seth gets the peak kill on Levac, leaves Dem in the 2v1 against a healthy Legionz and Seth. And Dem able to take down Seth, but now Legionz is hunting him down, but Legionz puts himself in a bad position, but is able to hit the shot, takes him down, levels the match at 2 apiece currently. And we're going to go on board with Legionz. He is 4.7 PPR. He is crushing it so far for Macro, and he's providing the performance that the leader should put out for his team when the going gets tough. And he's currently just hearing the shots below him and lands a nice rocket onto Dem. Able to take him down with the link gun. Sir now in the 4v1, unable to get anything done, and down he goes very quickly. Let's take a peek. Nite Terror, just look at the captain, see how he's faring for his team. A little bit less riding on his shoulders since he is one of the lower salaried players on his team, but, anyone can have big performances when it matters, and he gets a big combo to start the round at least. A great combo, killing Fallacy, sees Beta. Can he play this correctly? Him and Beta trading shots, but Beta getting slightly the better. Multiple snipes down onto Nite, whereas Beta only took one primary. Beta and Legionz in the 2v2 against Nite and Dem. Legionz 10 HP, Dem 16. They're having a whole little fight going on. Legionz is the loser of that, and now Nite, you just got to stay alive long enough for your teammate to help you against Beta. But he's looking the wrong way. Here's his teammate. Now knows where Beta is and is now going to keep peeking. Beta headshotting Nite Terror. 1v1. Nite Terror is able to win the 1v1, leveling the match at 3 apiece. And you know what? Beta at 2.6. You know what? We're going to go back on board with Legionz. He's still at 4.7 PPR. He is pumping right now. 2100 damage. This is exactly the performance he needed to get out. Just mercilessly links down Dem. Dem having no chance to retort to that one. And Legionz, great combo onto Sir. This man knows all the angles. He is hitting like a truck. Puts himself in the 1v1. 14 to 3 HP. Legionz is able to take it against Levac. Gets the Dark Horse. Gets the... I think he also got the ace. Not sure which one gets played, but he definitely won that round for his team. Playing amazing right now. We're going to stick with him until he cools off, which does not look like it is going to be anytime soon. And 5 HP and a dream. He just needs to put out any damage at this point. Will be more than acceptable. Sees both of his opposing team. Gets the kill on Nite Terror with 5 HP. Gets another 70 onto Dem. Every little piece of damage at this point is just a plus. He's hitting everything. The man is on fire, leading his team. He's almost got 3k damage 8 rounds in. That is an insane DPR currently. And he's hitting 48% LG, 5.2 PPR. He is 12-3. He is on fire in every sense of the word. Wherever Legionz lives, the fire department will be sent to his house shortly. That is a joke. That is not actually going to happen, but he is in fact hitting. Fallacy now in the 2v1. Always struggle to find the guys sitting on 9. Goes down to Levac. 5-4 in favor of Macro currently. 1 round advantage. We're going to go back to Legionz. Still at 4.9 PPR. He is looking for damage at this point, and he is finding it. Unable to land any of the rockets. I don't know if all of those regged or not, but it does not matter. Sir is able to take him out, and then I don't know who died last, but whoever it was very soon to follow. Legionz still, even though that round was slightly quiet for him, is still doing a lot of work for his team. And he just continues. He's landing snipe after snipe. No problems whatsoever. Continuing to pump out. He's just kind of misses there. Dem able to take him down, but he gets some damage out onto Dem, who is in the 3v1. It goes down. And, Macro is staying alive. Pretty, off the back in a lot of cases of Legion's gameplay currently. 11 rounds in. 3,500 damage. 1 tick short of halfway, and now he's definitely over 3,600. Gets out some damage. He's now low. Again, everything here is gravy, and he's getting some down, but he does go down early, and I believe that was Seth soon to follow. Beta and Fallacy last two alive in a 2v3. Beta unable to connect onto Dem's back, trying to do his best Blimpo impression, failing miserably, but Fallacy gets sniped in the back as well, gets a big flak out, and this very winnable 2v1 for Fallacy. He just needs to land 2 snipes, and he can clutch this up for his team. Unable to hit Sir first, misses the second time. Sir does not, levels the match 6 apiece. We are now in a best of 7 for this victory in this entire match, both for the map and the match in this case. And you know what? We'll go on board with Sir. He clutched it up for his team, won the round to get him to all squared, and he's going to continue to get the damage out onto Fallacy. Wish he would have pulled out Link a little bit, but it doesn't matter. He gets the kill, and now he's going right in onto Seth. He's aggressive, hits Seth with a lot of damage, continuing, but he's going to eat that flak ball to the face. Goes down. Macro retaking the advantage at a 7-6 scoreline. Sir and Legionz are both performing as expected right now, and they are carrying their teams. Sir, huge headshot to open the round. Continues looking for more damage. He's been sniped twice. Gets a spam rocket to connect direct for 100. That is a sick Benjamin. And he's now looking for more, trying to get as much as he can out of 4 HP in a dream. And any damage he gets is just gravy. Able to kill Fallacy. Should not have taken that pack. He's still a beam away from dying. Sees Beta, trying to get on, takes Beta down. Seth now in the 2v1, takes down Sir, but Dem able to clutch it up. It gets the 2 HP round victory, tying us up at 7 apiece. We're now moving into a best of 5. We're going to go back on board with Legionz. And he's currently low red. This is a pretty good area to move around the map and get some damage out if you can make it work. Usually low green, however, is not where you want to be. But he's going to get behind Lavok. Just, yeah, take that health pack. It's going to be harder for your team to get there. And Nite, 1v1 Legionz, mercilessly jumps on him, allowing his team to take the 8-7 advantage going into, you know, the last couple rounds of this match. And we'll go back on board. Legionz, can he continue his great performance? He's down to a more human 3.8 PPR. Damage has tailed off. Sir has caught up to him, but Legionz taking down Lavok. That is exactly what he needed to do to help his team win. Taking out Nite. Huge flak cannon shot. Legionz hits another snipe. This is the exact round he needed. This is how you carry your team, ladies and gentlemen. He is doing it all. About 400 damage that round. Absolutely tremendous. Getting his team to match point right now. Opening up with another snipe. What can this... What can't this man do at this point? He's not missing. He's got 42 LG accuracy, and it seems like it should be much higher than that. So we must have missed all of his misses. He doesn't miss, and he might never miss again. Gets himself up to above a snipe. And now Sir is fighting for his team's match life. He is going to go down. Macro takes the win, 10-7. Legionz, almost 5k, 4.2 PPR. Sir, valiant effort, 4.5k, 3.2 PPR. That is the match to Macro. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another production of Fall Elim League, put on and hosted by UT4Pugs. Until next time, have a good one.